Have you ever been in a place or a time before in your life where part of you wanted to make a new decision, part of you wanted to go in a different direction, but all you could feel was your attachment to your comforts. All you could feel was your attachment and your draw to those tasks and the habits that you normally perform that give you those good feelings. Have you ever been in that spot before? I know I have. I know there was many times in my life where I knew I wanted to be in a different situation. I wanted to be doing a different thing on that given day. But for a very long time, I was stuck comforting myself with those habits that felt so normal and natural. Those habits that felt like they were more me than anything else. You see, it was my attachment to this comfort that kept me tied down. It was my attachment to this absence of my real sense of self that really prevented me from getting to know and seeing my true self and operating in that being in the world. The true self that did more of the things that I wanted to do. The true self that had real standards in life. That of which that I knew I had seen at some point before, then I wanted to model in my own life. But it was that attachment to comfort without restraint, meaning I didn't have any restraint on these comforts, that they were all consuming. That if I was to be able to, I would allow these comforts to have all the time you could imagine. I would spend the rest of my day doing whatever it was. I would spend the rest of my day being enthralled in this pleasurable, comforting position that really wasn't doing anything for me or anybody else. Right? I mean, we've all been there. Right? We've all been there. That's the basis of doom scrolling. It's the basis of playing video games for hours on end. Right? Now you have your own life to live. Nobody can tell you how to do your life differently. Right? You got to figure it out for yourself, or else nothing's gonna really stick. Right? But where I was at, I knew that I wasn't enjoying what was going on, everything that was. And I wanted to do something different. I wanted to live in a different reality. I wanted to have a different sense of self. Right? I didn't know what that was. I had no clue what that was. But I knew that what was going on wasn't right. And that I was continuing to cause that reality to be my reality. Or at least by those way of comforts, by those comforts still being my priorities. I knew that I really wasn't heading in the best direction. So for you in your life, something to consider, maybe, would just be to simply say, hey, you know what? Is this habit that I've had for the last 6 months or 6 years or the rest of my entire life, is it really serving me? Or is it a simple comfort that takes my resources, my energy and efforts, and leaves me with just a good feeling for a little bit of time? Now, yes, we deserve to have some pleasures. We deserve to enjoy life. I'm not saying don't enjoy life. Life is all about enjoyment. But what I am saying is that when we live without purpose, we often think we live for pleasure. When we don't know the purpose behind all that is our life and all that we do with our efforts and actions, we tend to gravitate towards pleasurable realities where we dedicate all of our resources to a mindset that isn't serving of anybody. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't serve your family. It doesn't serve the world. But in your mind, it serves you to a small degree, right? Because you get that pleasure. You get that good feeling. We get caught in that feedback loop where we just want instant gratification over and over and over and over and over and over again. Break out of it. Break out of it. Begin today to make it different. A difference in your life. Because you can. Because there's nothing stopping you other than you. There's more resources, tools, and people out there than ever before that are helping people get out of these negative styles of life. That are helping people break their chains to the world that they don't enjoy. Break the chains to the realities of their unbecoming. You see, there's only us, guys. There's only us to make these decisions, that can make these decisions. We can have people that help us. Once again, we can have, all these different things that can help us, but we're the ones who has to be deliberate and make the conscious effort towards that different reality. I want you to know that you can do this. I want you to know that it is up to you, but it being up to you gives you all the power you can imagine. Nobody can take it away from you. It's up to you and only you to be the master of your fate, the captain of your boat. Where's it going to go, man? Because either way you are. Either way you're the captain of your boat. We just don't like to accept that when we're not where we want to be. I love you guys. Go have an amazing rest of the Sunday. Go have an amazing day today and a great week and and everything else, man. I love you guys. Let's go.